Hey there, YouTube. I thought I'd do something just a little bit different than the norm. So here we are with the legendary Dead Space. Now this game for me was definitely a highlight. Um, in the sense that it was a highlight when it first was revealed, and definitely a highlight once I found out that it was actually on the backwards compatible program, and that it was available to play on your new systems. So obviously you can see what I did was I rushed out to get it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
All right, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Ms. Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if our power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
So this is where basically the story kicks off. You are Isaac Clarke,
It's a busted
an
array like we
engineer
thought.
who
Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder.
who is sent
Down
in
there, and Isaac and I
to
can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady.
repair
Take
the
us in. Let's see what needs
USG
fixing.
Ishimura.
Gravity tethers engaged.
Now this game, the reason why I
Good to
really
go.
love it so much is because it's heavily inspired by two of my most favorite things. One being a video game, and the other being a movie. The movie this game is heavily inspired by is called Event Horizon, with Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne in it. And the game it is heavily inspired by is Resident Evil 4. And as you will see that a lot of the mechanics in this game are borrowed from Resident Evil 4, but not just borrowed,
I
but
just saved our asses, Ms.
innovated
Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have
in
smashed
such a way
bullets
that it
inside
actually
Ishimura.
makes this game
Settle down.
an original itself.
Corporal,
And
report.
when game developers and game producers and whatnot, when these type of people
Let's get some
do
extra
this kind
hands
of
from flight
thing,
deck to help out.
it really brings the game, to its own originality.
Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
And
We've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
basically, as you begin to, go into this game, you realize a couple of things which were very, very, very unique back when this game was released. One thing being that there is no heads-up display in this game. Well, there is, but not just not the normal heads-up display. It actually it shows you everything, all your display things on the character himself. So, for example, his health bar is them blue glowing lights on his back. His ammunition, which is shown later on, is on the actual gun he's holding. His inventory items are here. You just press the back button and everything is here, and everything is happening all, you know, in game. There's no pausing. So you can imagine this game, you know, it gets, in certain situations, it gets very sort of tricky in places. So it's borrowed the survival horror theme from Resident Evil 4 or the Resident Evil series. The shooting mechanics, the style of, you know, taking out your enemies is borrowed from Resident Evil 4. So if you're a fan of the Resident Evil games, especially Resident Evil 4, believe me, if you haven't played this game, you will actually like it. You will.
Guess the power's down everywhere. Isaac, get over here and hack the door pad.
I'm already here, you douchebag. Yeah, all you have to do is just stand next to it. So this is where basically the game kicks off from. You are an engineer. You are sent into this USG Ishimura to find out what the problem is and get it up and running again.
Seems like everyone's trying to pack in a hurry.
Your girlfriend is basically, well, was on the ship before it went down.
Yeah?
So that's
Well,
another
there's not.
reason why you're
There's
here as
nobody
well.
here. I can't
And
pick up the broadcast.
you and this team of
That security console's still live.
this dude,
Isaac,
that dude
log
over
in and see
there,
what you can find.
this guy, and her. Well, these are the most important people in this game. These three.
I can't.
Then reroute the damn power. Look, if we all cooperate, we can figure this out a lot sooner. Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
So as you can tell, the acting in this game is spot on. When they made this game, in my opinion, nothing was held back, and it was an absolute shock that EA was gonna, you know, push out something like this. So yeah, the game basically kicks off from
A
here.
lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around's gonna be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
What the hell was that?
Automatic quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
What the hell? I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Send power!
Come on. Got it.
Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
The door's unlocked. Run! Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
Yeah, so as you can see, the set pieces in this game are really well designed. Yeah, so this game was heavily influenced by the movie called Event Horizon and Resident Evil 4. But not just them. It was also heavily inspired by a game called Half-Life and the protagonist of Half-Life. So you can tell that, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. Your character never speaks. He's always silent. And in my opinion, I think that was a good move. And this is basically how you take enemies out. Headshots in this game won't do anything. So that was another step in the other direction by Visceral. Visceral were the people responsible for this game. And back when it came out, were other game developers and other game producers and designers were focusing on you know, more ways to get headshots. These guys who made this game, they were focusing on taking things in the other direction.
Isaac! Isaac! God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly. And half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it, everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
So Nicole is the love of Isaac's life, and she was on this ship when it went dark. And not only is he here to fix this big spaceship up, but he's also, you know, looking for his girlfriend, you know, as you do, because when you're a space engineer, you have birds on spaceships that be millions and millions of miles away and be cracking planets apparently. But yeah, so the good thing I like about this game is the acting in between the set pieces is spot on. Now, as you could see in just a previous scene, the way the characters were moving on the little screen were also moving in the background. So yeah, everything works in tandem in this game. It's really, really, really well put together, from the way it looks to the way it sounds, and the sound is definitely one of the most important aspects of this game, because the sound in this game actually creates more of the atmosphere, and in this game they use that to its fullest extent. If this game is played with some Dolby Atmos, you know, headphones, or even just normal headphones, to be honest with you, they don't have to be Dolby Atmos, but if this game is played with something like that, or on a dedicated 5.1 surround sound you know, system,
Isaac, be careful.
if this game is played with anything other than just your TV speakers,
That should do the job.
you're gonna have an amazing time. And I guarantee you that this game played in the dark at night with either, you know, at medium to loud volume or with a decent set of headphones, and you're playing in the dark, I'm telling you, you're gonna get creeped out by this game.
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Gameplay wise, I would say this game is absolutely excellent. They've made Isaac a bit sluggish, a bit slow, as you can see the way he walks and his aiming. They've designed him in a way to be a bit at a disadvantage, kind of thing. So, and the enemies, some of the enemies are really fast, but they give you abilities like kinesis and stasis. Which is good, which works in your favor as well. As you can see in certain places, this game goes pitch dark. But yeah, this game is definitely if you like survival horror games or just a general horror fan, you will absolutely, if you haven't played this game yet and you've been ignoring it for all this time, you will absolutely love this game, guaranteed. And so here, the aim of the game is to basically fix the tram arm. And the way to do that is basically when you put this arm on, it attaches itself, but then it's got some sort of malfunction to it, it lets go, you see. So what you got to do is you've got to start this arm off, get the stasis on it, run up here, press the button, and boom, there you go, job done. But if you are on this level, well, at this point of the game, and
Isaac, you did it.
you've done that, don't forget to refill your stasis meter with these stasis recharge stations that are around. And they are very helpful, by the way, very helpful. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Is it ready now? And there you go, it's done. So yeah, basically, as I was saying, was from the visual aspect, this game, you know, back when it was released on the PS3 and Xbox 360, from a visual aspect, the game is absolutely gorgeous. You know, I mean, it came out, let me just check, it came out I think in 2008. Yeah, the game was released in October 2008 on actual on Halloween, actually on Halloween of 2008. And for a game of this type, the release date is absolutely fantastic. I really like the way they did it. So visually, this game is absolutely beautiful. The way it plays is absolutely spot on. I have played this game many times. You gotta watch out for these ones. These ones are really fast. You can stomp on them as well, by the way. You can stomp. And you can punch, well, swing. So, yeah, from the visual aspect, this game is absolutely perfect. Gameplay is absolutely bang on. The sound design is absolutely spot on. You're in this big metal mechanical beast, and as you would, you know, expect to hear the clings and clangs of metal and the echo of it is absolutely spot on the way they've done it. The sound design has to be some of the best I've come across in any game, and this is actually, you know, this is me going through, you know, this is my opinion of it way back in 2008 when it was released. Never mind now. I mean, back then you didn't have the oh yeah, you can do this as well to find out where your next objective is. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, so gameplay wise, sound design, visually, this game is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I originally, when it first came out, I used to be more on the PS3 back then, and so I did a few rounds of it on the PlayStation 3. I must have played this game like 20 times. What's he doing? Actually, what am I doing? Oh. So if you get gripped, this is what happens. Sorry, pressing the wrong button here. Got him. There you go. When they're in groups, they're not really they're not easy to fight off. So basically, the Ishimura, the ship you're on now, is actually a planet cracker. And what it does is it removes, I don't know, energy and pieces from planets, and you know, gets energy out of them of some sort or something like that. But yeah, it's a massive ship that is designed to be a planet cracker. So as I was saying, was even way back in 2008, I was thoroughly impressed with the design of the game, with the, you know, by the way it looks, by the way it plays, by the way it sounds. Thoroughly impressed. And 10-11 years onwards, I'm playing it on the newer systems like the Xbox One X. I wouldn't say it visually does anything to the game. You see, I've played this game so many times, I know where the enemies are right about now. Whether they're just playing dead or they are actually dead. And there's going to be another one that pops out of here. Watch this. See? So yeah, even way back then I was thoroughly impressed with this game, and now that it's available on the newer systems, it's even better. And normally when I shoot one arm off, they die. I thought he was going to die too. But yeah, story-wise, I'm going to be honest with you, it keeps you going. But I wouldn't say it's, you know, it's the best story out there. Even on my very first playthrough, it was kind of predictable for me. Maybe not for others, but for me it was definitely predictable. The story is somewhat of basically, you know, go fetch this, get that, fix this. You know, to fix this you need this part. So you've got a lot of back and forth going around. I mean, going on in this game. A lot of it, but I mean, it's part of it, and it's, you know, it's what keeps you going. But the way they've done it is very interesting. There's actually a part where one of the other characters, you know, he realizes that after doing something, he now has to do this. You see, when I shoot one arm off, normally they die. So I don't know why the other guy was still alive. But anyway, these are power nodes. Now you need these power nodes in order to upgrade. And you have to upgrade, well, you can upgrade your suit, your gun. And here you go, she explains basically that you can use these power nodes on this bench. Now the upgrading system is pretty cool, the way they've done it. Now you see, in places like this you have to use extra power nodes. You can't just put one there and one there and one there and one there. In order to get to this one, you either have to use 2 over here to get to that one, then you could use that one, or just go directly 2 from here, 1 there and 1 there, and as you can see there's a line going up there, and you can just put 2 there rather than putting 2 there. You see what I mean? Or you could put 1 here, 1 there, skip this one, go 1 there, and then 1 down there, and then these top ones you can either put 1 there, which will then give you access to this one and this one and this one, and so on. As you can see, it goes along with everything, and the more guns you get in the game, the more, you know, you'll see this. And this is how you basically upgrade. You have those power nodes, and you put those power nodes in these places, and as it goes along, it just carries on going and going. And once you've done all these spaces, your gun is then upgraded. And for your suit is here, and your health keeps going up. The health is down here, and the air is up here. Now you're probably asking, why does he need air? Well, he needs air when he gets to the areas of no oxygen. So basically, there's a bit of playing in 0G, and oh shit, there's one behind me. Come on, there you go. Got it. So yeah, this is Dead Space. It's really creepy. It's really fun to play, and it's definitely a game, if you've played in the past, then you've now got it available to play on your new shiny powerful Xbox One X. And the good thing is, it's not only just this game that's available on the One X. It's also part 2 and 3, so you've got, you know, what the hell? Okay, never mind. That was a bit random. And we've made it back. And as you can see, the save stations are put in some really good places. It's definitely worth noting that this game has gone through a lot of thought. So anyway, this was Dead Space, and I would say this is it for me. I was thinking of showing more gameplay footage, but you know, there's so many out there, and it's such an old game that it would be absolutely, you know, time wasting. It would be a big time waste for me to, you know, make a really large video or multiple videos about how this game is. But you can see how it looks and how it plays on the Xbox One X, and it plays exactly how it did on the older systems. So this is Dead Space, and this is Critical Q, and I will see you guys in the next video. And a shout out to Big Taurus Cam, newest subscriber, so welcome to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.
We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die out here.
Confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
That was our ride home. It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Oh.